History was made on the 16th August 2021 when President Muhammadu Buhari signed the Petroleum Industry Bill into law. It becomes exigent, therefore, to make the following points clangorously clear. That we are very grateful and wish to thank President Muhammadu Buhari and the Honorable Minister of State, Petroleum Resources, His Excellency Timothy Silva, for the will and courage to put in to seeing the PIB transformed to PIA. 2, we are grateful because this law is the first of its kind that structures the right of the Niger Delta people and places our rights to benefits of the oil and gas industry on the first line charge, drawing directly from source as co-owners of the industry, not subject to secondary approvals or the whims and caprices of politicians and uncertain profitability factors or otherwise of the industry. 3, it is also important to state that this law, through the mechanisms imbued in Chapter 3 for the Host Communities Fund, the opaque political excuses for host community exclusion has been totally eliminated. A situation where funds accruing to host communities has never been directly and solely applied to them before now. 4, it is further instructive to state that though the 3% allocated to the host communities is a far cry from the basic minimum expectation, but we will not rest on our oars, but continue to push for better concessions through further amendments at the National Assembly. 5, may we at this juncture use this medium to call on all governors and National Assembly members from the Niger Delta to bond together, forge a united front, undertake vigorous political lobbying to help us attain the minimum 10% requirement for host communities. 6, we advise all aggrieved Niger Deltans to now channel their dissatisfaction to the National Assembly where it should truly lie, because it is no longer a bill but a law now, and as such can only be amended. The composition and structure of the boards of both the authority and the commission, the necessity, size and volume of the Frontier Development Fund, the proper definition of host communities, etc., are all crucial areas begging for further interrogation, and we must undertake to do so at the National Assembly immediately. 7, once again we say a very big thank you to our own His Excellency Timothy Silva for helping snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, thereby guaranteeing a more prosperous and fruitful Niger Delta, better grassroots inclusive industry engagement, and a solid foundation for further agitations. 8, lastly, we want our people all across the Niger Delta to realize that $500 million denied us for over 2 decades will have amounted to more than $10 billion directly in the hands of ordinary citizens in our villages, giving us the power to craft our budget and determine the pace of development in our villages and not politicians. While we continue agitating for more, all that we have lost and cannot gain back because we were not thinking. Going forward, it will be wise for us to convoke a think tank of regional leaders to craft a charter/framework for future engagements and pursue it vigorously through all conventional and legal means. 10, may history be kind to every act we commit today in good conscience, especially for this singular act that lights the torch of prosperity for endless generations of our people to come. Generally, we know and have some respected leaders, and there are structures in place. Yes, every system fails, but you see, the pressure for the right thing to be done continues to put everybody on their toes. And so that's exactly one of the things we are doing here today. When you take up agitations like this or you make press statements like this, you are appealing to the conscience of the ordinary man to stay upright and continue to do the right things. So we'll continue to rely on certain traditional and conventional structures within the Niger Delta. Thank you very much.
I have seen a lot within that region. That system of we pulling down ourselves is our major problems. If it's not me, it must not be you. That spirit, we must kill that spirit and be in sense of oneness. Because united will stand, divided will fall. If you see what is happening, and this welcome development of this PIA bill that the president just signed into law, it's a welcome development, and I urge all Niger Deltas, please, traditional rulers mostly, it is important for us to come together and make use of these opportunities that has been given to us. And also, I am calling on the youths that are aggrieved one way or the other to stay clear of violence and embrace peace for the region to benefit. With this, most of the oil companies that are outside Niger Delta region will return back. If there is peace, there will be development. Where there is no peace, there will not be development. So we have a major role to play as traditional rulers to put our house in order and make sure things are done right with our youth, in collaboration with the youth.